Hello everyone. Uh, I wanted to discuss again, something very important and certain uh, elements of being successful, especially at your workplace. There has been a lot of time that people have come to me, you know, young lads, young guys, people who have just come out of college and started the work, maybe the first year of work or second year of work, and they find it difficult to, get that required success that they want. That is the time when they start struggling. you know so I have a topic in hand today which talks about how to be successful uh, in your career, in the workplace, how to be successful. And I think this is something very important for most of the people who are doing these jobs. They have this problem, on their hand. So I wanted to discuss and try to give some tips and some value addition to each one of you. And please don't hesitate to share your thoughts as you see this video. And I'm always there to get your viewpoints also from time to time on this particular topic and any other topic that you may like me to address. So Shift Ahead, as you know, that's my company logo. I believe in people can shift ahead of their careers, shift ahead of their lives in a different manner altogether. So it's new uh, beginning for everyone, and I would like to help to contribute to your success. So, what are the things required to be successful at the workplace? So let's discuss on those points. Of what are those areas? See, what are the essentials? I think it's very important when you are at work, you need to be focused and relaxed. If you're going to be nervous and unsure of what you're doing, you will always be in trouble. So never be unfocused, never be delineated from your tasks. You should know that you have a task at hand. You should know what your work space is all about. You should know what your team objective is, and, what you're supposed to do. That's very, very important. And the second point is, yes, being positive. I think that's something very, very important. If you are not positive in your workplace and in your way of doing things, you'll always be in trouble. Be patient and persistent, which I always believe. So I think the other part is being persistent. So you have to be patient. You can't jump into conclusions in very short spans. You need to give time to yourself, to your team manager, and to your team leader, or whosoever is guiding you, whoever is above you. So be patient to get what you think you should get. And always, as I said, is very important in any aspect of being successful is being confident. You should be confident of yourself, what you are doing. If you are not up to the mark, please go back to the storyboard and correct yourself. Get yourself the required skills for the job that you are doing. Don't just sit in your position for the sake of sitting and not delivering. You have to be confident. That's very, very important. Importantly, focus on the skills that you have. Okay? And always be one step ahead to be more skilled. If tomorrow the organization that you're working for expects you to be a little more skilled, please go for it. Okay? If tomorrow the manager or your management feels that they want to put you in some other skill area, which always happens, you need to be open enough to get into that skill area. Okay? Always be open to learn. Never say no to learning. Okay? You at least must make an attempt in that particular area. It's different that you may like it or not is a different issue, but at least make a sincere attempt. That is what I always believe in, which you should always give yourself a chance to grow in life. As I said, to be focused and to be relaxed is also about being courageous to understand yourself. Okay, when you are in meetings, team meetings and discussions, be contributive. Okay, contribute and have a say in the team's discussions. Don't ever think that oh, if I say what will happen, maybe I'm wrong or I'm not sure. So these things should not be in your mind. Be open to talk. Be open to have your viewpoint. And even if they get accepted or not is a different thing, but you will keep learning. And the person who they are accepting, take it in the stride that yes, maybe he has got certain viewpoints, and you always try to better it in the next discussion. So you have to try to improve yourself in the next rounds. Never be, distracted by anything negative which happens around. That's the last thing you want, which I would also come to the next slides. And believe in your strengths. Every individual has got his or her own strengths. You have to believe in your strengths that you can do something and you can achieve something. Because if you don't work to your strengths and you start getting weak on your knees about anything that happens around you related to your work, then you are going to fail. You will never be successful. So have that patience, perseverance, and always, as I said, push your limits to work on your goals. Whatever your goals are, so try to push yourself to achieve those goals. Be open, be friendly, and be ready to get up to one level wherever required. The necessities, that is required for a person to upscale and be successful. You need to upscale your knowledge from time to time. Continuing from the last slide, unless you upscale your knowledge, you will never succeed. You have to be ready to succeed with your knowledge growth. You have to keep upscaling. It's not that you know something, okay, I know Java, or if I know one particular line of topic, I will only do that. Okay, if you're in a manufacturing segment or you're in the IT segment or whichever, always be ready to learn. If you're in the service segment or operations and you are put into something related to quality, no harm learning. Learn on it. Learning will only go a long way to make you a better leader. Learning will never come short for you in your life. Always be open and ready to learn. Okay? Be ready. Always be ready to learn. Learn from your mistakes. From those who do better than you. Never feel jealous or never feel insecure with somebody's success. Okay? You should learn from your mistakes, their mistakes, and be a better, successful person. If you don't do that, you'll always fall short of yours. Never procrastinate. Never be, never be lazy. I would say. I'm not saying lazy exactly. Never be casual about your approach to deliver. If you have a particular deadline, follow that deadline and ensure that you deliver as per those schedules. Don't just do things for the sake of doing and fail. So do it with an intent that you will deliver and succeed. Okay? And to launch, showcase your skills. Your skills is based on ultimately what you deliver and how productive you are, which is also an important element in your workplace. And be ready to take challenges. As I said, be a good listener, learner. That's very, very important. If you're not a good listener, learner, and you keep talking, and try to give your viewpoint without listening to others, you will always run out of your options. And the organization and your team members will take you in a negative. So always be open to that, open to talk, open to discuss, open to listen to ideas, and then you can provide your ideas. And ultimately, and importantly, it's all about your capability. If you have a capability, you have your confidence within you, anything and everything can happen. But you have to have confidence. That's very important. So the main tipping points, which I strongly believe you should have, you should know what your employer is expecting out of you. Okay? These are 7 very, very important things. If you don't know what your employer expects from you, go and ask your manager or whoever you're reporting. Don't hesitate to ask. If you don't ask and just go by assumptions, someday or the other you will get run out and then it will be difficult to even stand up. You will never get into that situation. And be a team player. Listen and understand your team well and be with the team in a positive way. Okay? Whatever contribution has to happen as a team player. So you have to be a team player. Always, as I said before in the earlier slides, have a positive attitude. That will take you to places. You are positive, a lot will come. Your team management will also back you if you have a positive attitude. Person who's got negative attitude and a tendency to derail with his thinking, negative thinking, he will not sail the ship. He will always sink. Someday or the other, or at any point of time, he will sink. Always have a positive attitude. If you don't have it, develop that attitude. It's a must. And then extend your hand for extra tasks that you have. If your manager expects you to do a few more hours work, some extra tasks, don't say no to it. Be formally positive. Don't say that, oh no, why should I do it? Or don't think negative. Wherever possible, try to give your extra half, extra self. Give your, because it's ultimately the organization which should win. When the organization gains, you gain. So it's very important that you deliver. Do what it takes to deliver, even if you have to spend a few hours or do a few extra tasks. Do not waste time in gossips. Avoid negative energy. It is self-explanatory. The more you get into gossips, negative energy around you, the more unproductive you will be. Ultimately, you will be a big pain in the ass. Sorry to say that. You will be a big failure in the system. Never be that. Okay. Rise above for every occasion that comes around you. And keep your personal life as private as you can. Never mix your private life and get into office, start discussing or start brooding over it, or thinking too much about it. When you are at office, try and be 95% there in office. Whatever you have back at home, give it back at your office. Don't have to come back. Pain. Don't be at pain. Don't be a pain to yourself also. Just keep the private life separate from your official life. That's very, very important. I know it's tough times. You need to know how to delineate yourself. You just have to think in a very positive way that I have to be out of my personal side. And share. There's no harm sharing things with some of the friends or colleagues, but do it with certain limitations. Don't go overboard. The last, which I say is important, is meet deadlines and respect productivity. Respect your productivity, respect productivity of your team members. If you don't do that, you'll always struggle. Get my point? I hope you're able to understand what I'm trying to say. Do feel free to share your thoughts. If you feel at any point of discussion, whatever I've said, you have not understood or you would like me to elaborate on it. Okay, so my summary is, being successful in a competitive marketplace is about owning up to responsibilities and working towards your goals in alignment with the company's goals. That is most important. A hand in win-win is a must to be successful. Okay. So you have to give a hand to your organization, to your team, to make it a win-win and be successful in it. Okay. So that's it. Thank you. And I hope you like the video. Please subscribe and please like the video. And any comments, please feel free to share. Okay. Thank you very much.